Molly Smith, and today we'll be delving deeper into the concept of identity through observation and analysis of two art forms, spoken word and music, created and performed by Indigenous artists. Firstly, I want to ask you a question. What's your identity? Are you feeling a little perplexed? That's okay. At face value, identity can seem simple. However, as we contemplate it further, we realise identity is multifaceted. It's a compilation of traits and characteristics, socialisation, roles, and the memberships to social groups. Social identity theory posits that a contributor to one's self-concept is the valuation placed upon their membership to certain groups. Individuals desire positive identity of the groups they associate with. This identity can influence self-esteem and the perceptions of other social groups. So therefore, if our identity is based on society's mythical norms, stereotypes, and misappropriations, one could say this socially constructed identity may be inaccurate. Often, this is the case with indigeneity. As teachers, we must equip our students with the tools to challenge these socially constructed identities. Pursuant to AITSL Standard 1.4, we need to have strategies for teaching Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students and understanding the impact of culture, cultural identity, and linguistic background on learning. Barnhardt and Kirkness inform us that we must not only empower Indigenous students as individuals, but empower them as bands, as tribes, as a nation, and as a people. Melanie Minunga-Williams was crowned champion at the Australian Poetry Slam final in 2018. Her poem confronting the societal treatment of Indigenous peoples.
I do fun runs and marathons to escape cyclonic turmoil, run through rivers in the hope my scent will get lost in the currents. But like a black tracker, my problems find me. They chase me down the way white authorities chase down brown-skinned babies, hold me captive the way this country holds asylum seekers and taunt me, the way my abuser does despite me already leaving the scene of that crime. I run. I run through beautiful boundaries that segregate real from true, run into a blur of horizons of sadness and the gravitational pull of a woman going mad. Nice girl to bitch, good guy to arsehole, the cycle posing the same question as what came first, the chicken or the egg? And the answer, no one really knows. But personal perspective tells me the nice girl came before the arsehole who created the bitch, and now I'm stuck with trying to run from her, that beat-down beauty, suicidal psycho caught between a Western white man's world and ancient Aboriginal antiquity. I run.
Melanie's poem is truly captivating, addressing various issues regarding mythical norms, deficit thinking, reproduction of negative stereotyping, and society's ability to change people, leading to the run mentality. Run from Indigenous identity, community, and history. Assimilate to the Western way. Melanie delves into the reality for some Indigenous people, this continuing permeability between Western white man's world and ancient Aboriginal antiquity. With identity-centred issues for Indigenous peoples, it's evident that ventures like the Identity Matters project are crucial in empowering and inspiring young Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander people to feel proud of their cultural identity. Feel the Fire is a song created as part of the project, composed by a team of Indigenous students from across Queensland with the help of Josh Arnold from Small Town Culture. As well as the intention to inspire young Indigenous peoples, the project aims to convey aspects of Indigenous identity, heritage and culture to non-Indigenous people. Let's have a look.
Let me tell you a story about who I am, where I come from, my history, from the oldest living culture in the world. Today I am young, I am educated, I am strong. Come with me, embrace my culture, let's stand together as one.
Here I stand upon my mother's land, a child of the dreaming. Take my hand and you will see who I really am.
We will fight
For our place in history, as survivors of the genocide, we will keep our pride. Proudly we will show the world who we really are.
I believe this is one of the most powerful images within this music video. Each student comes forward and openly declares their Indigenous identity, stating their name and the language group they belong to. This is a powerful scene in illustrating the numerous language groups and diversity within the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. It also fosters a sense of stability within their cultural identity and demonstrates a collective pride in indigeneity, challenging the mythical norms and deficit thinking that may have been placed on these students and empowers them as positive representatives of their culture. We have to ask ourselves as future educators, what came into our classroom first, the chicken or the egg? Are we going to aid in the perpetuance of negative Indigenous stereotypes, or are we going to facilitate a community where a sense of belonging and identity start to take place? Where it isn't only about our students belonging in our classroom family, but about belonging in the greater community.